300 pips on the shiny metal gold might not seem like much, especially based on the kind of moves that it makes. But when you make 300 pips with a stop loss of about 40 pips, and then your take profit reward happens to be 7.5, I'm sure that will change the perspective of things. Happy New Year, guys. It's a pleasure having you here. I'm going to be showing you this trade that I took. Let me show you the screenshot real quick because I'm going to explain the thought process behind the trade that I took. So we were able to take this trade earlier, and of course, it was a good one, especially based on the risk to reward ratio. You can see where we got our entry here and when we got out here, depicted by these arrows here, as you can see. So this was our entry, our stop loss, sorry, take profit, and then we had our stop loss somewhere below, which was about 40 pips. Now, going into the live chat, I just want to quickly show you some things that you can also use and take advantage of the market. So we said our entry was here, right? And what we always say, if you look to the left-hand side, you see some reactions where price acted as support and then price acted as resistance in the past. And then price coming back to that same area this week, right? You can see it breached over here. We had the breach over here, but then it quickly pulled back into the area of support, which is by this reaction here. And then we're able to get in here based on this sideways action here. Now, what we try to do is the art of trading, the area of interest, the reaction at that area of interest, and then your trigger. So we got our trigger here, and then this happened to be our TP1. So our TP1, our TP2. And if you look to this side here, you don't have anything to the left-hand side. I'm going to also show you how to identify possible TP3 areas and TP4, TP5, and the rest of them. So if you look at what happened here, got our entry here, stop loss at 40 pips. It pushed high to this point here. And of course, we reduced our stop loss. You could have moved to break even and hopefully you don't get knocked out, but we moved our stop loss closer just below here. We reduced it. And then price got to take profit one. We're actually looking for price to get take profit one before moving to break even plus. And that's why we were not knocked out by this area here. Now, if you look at the candle that got to TP1, you can see it is a massive candle here, smashed through TP1's area of resistance. Look to the left-hand side, you can see resistance, some support here, some support, some resistance. Always go to the left, always go to look to the left-hand side because that is where you get history of what has happened in the past. So price smashed through this area here, and look at what happened based on this reaction. Price there to sit down on this area as support. So we knew more or less that this should be a launching pad to move to take profits to TP2. And what we simply did, we set our TP2 here, and look at what happened. Price pushed higher and did what? Took us out for take profits of about 300 pips, 40 pips stop loss. This was a good 7.5 reward. Trust me, this is a fantastic trade. And when this happened, look at what happened after. Price pushed higher. As price pushed higher, you'll be asking, oh, so where should I set my TP3? Where should I set my TP3? Good question. If you look at this, is the 1 hour time frame. Now, we are going to cross over to the next high time frame, which is 4 hours, and we're going to look to the left. Always look to the left because history tends to repeat itself. Flip zones will show you areas in the past that have acted as support and resistance. So if we put like a horizontal line here, you can now look to the left and see this area that acted as resistance. We have some little support here. We have some resistance here. We have some support here and so on. So this area here could have easily been your TP3. So this is just to show you, great, you don't send anything to the left-hand side, move to a higher time frame, and then you start to see those areas. The same thing applies over here. If you're looking for TP4, we can have something like this. And then, of course, you have this area here. So you can see the reasons why I'm drawing my horizontals there. I use my eyes to look to the left for those significant areas that have acted as support resistance, I like using flip zones. You're going to hear me talk about flip zones a lot in this new year, especially. You're going to hear me talk about the art of trading, which happens to be A for area of interest, R for reaction at the area of interest, and then T, your trigger, what you're going to use to enter at that area of interest. So by the time you look at all of these things, it's going to help you to place trades properly, to manage your trades, make good returns at the end of the day. Your reward has to be by far greater than your risk so that it takes care of your losses. Now, with that said, I want to say thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to use the comment section below. In this new year, we're going to be giving you more videos on how we took this trade or how we took that trade. I would also be dropping some live market analysis in our channel. So all you have to do is to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and take advantage of them. Okay, guys, trade safely and Happy New Year once again. Cheers.